Welcome everyone to a late night stream. I'm Lonnie,
I'm Amber.
I'm single Sarah.
and we are Entitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And I'm glad y'all quit laughing long enough for us to do
Really? You can bring it up? I mean, I can make it that way.
Oh, I just
I
thought it was
can
funny.
totally-
Anyway, this is our
Yeah.
review of the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, extended edition Blu-Ray film. Pretty cool. There was like a lot of scenes in this one that really added to the movie that weren't in the theatrical release. Probably like the one that kind of got my attention that I actually completely forgot was in this movie was the scene where the girl is talking to Aragorn about how old he is, and he says that he's 87.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue. I did not know that he was like some special race of like whatever. Like I don't even know what it's called, but
Mm-hmm.
and also like I don't know why. Maybe they didn't say this in the theatrical version, but I didn't know that he was actually raised by the elves in Rivendell. I didn't know he grew up there. But that was mentioned.
I mean,
I
it
think,
just kind of made sense since he spoke their language and...
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I thought, he may have just done some, adventuring with them or, had just kind of run into Arwen, at some point. But I didn't know that he was raised from like a young child and grew up in Rivendell. I had no clue.
Yeah, there we go. Learn something new every day.
Yeah. But we had that. I'm pretty sure the scene at the end where the two hobbits find all the food and everything in the bottom of the tower, I don't think that was in the original film. There's just really probably about a half hour worth of stuff that added to the film greatly, but it didn't have to be in it.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of scenes like that in Return of the King. That one that I can think of off the top of my head that's going to be pretty sweet. But yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of interesting things in this version of the movie, and like we never even looked on this one, but that was hilarious. Like Fellowship of the Ring had what was it like 15 minutes worth of
Jeez.
fan club credits.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like they took the opportunity at the end of the credits. I don't know if this was in the original version too, but like they had listing of like every charter member of the official Lord of the Rings fan club listed in alphabetical order at the end of the credits, and it went
Special
and went.
thanks to them. That's what
Yeah.
it said. Yep.
Like holy crap. Like over and over, just it kept going. Delicious. Anyway, any thoughts on the movie, y'all?
All right, Sarah.
I love the trees.
They were really cool.
I love those trees.
They were really cool. They're the only trees cooler than the Wizard of Oz trees. So
Wizard of Oz tree.
yeah, the forest where they went in, and like Dorothy picked an apple, and he smacked it out of her hand and said, "Hey."
Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and the Scarecrow was like, "Let me show you how to get apples," and he started talking shit about them. He's like, "You don't want any of those apples." And, and the tree was like, "Are
Okay.
you insulting my apples?" And oh no, she just doesn't like apples with little green worms in them, and they started throwing apples at them. And they were getting to eat them. It's right before they found the Tin
He's
Man.
just like, what?
I know.
Okay,
Anyway, you asked.
but I guess I'd go ahead and say we will be reviewing Return of the King tomorrow. Which Return of the King is the longest and, in my opinion, most awesome Lord of the Rings film.
Well, this one was really good.
Oh, this one's really good.
I would actually not mind watching this one again. Unlike the first one.
there are two
where I was
highlights.
like,
Three highlights for me really in this movie. Number one is Gandalf's battle with the Balrog demon right at the very beginning of the movie. That was awesome. Number two, it was another Gandalf moment where he shows up at Rohan and like basically breaks that curse on the king.
That was awesome.
Is a kick-ass moment in the movie.
It was nice to see him come back in general.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because like Gandalf started out, Gandalf the Grey. Oh, happy guy with fireworks and the pointy hat and the stereotypical wizard. And then when he dies, he comes back as like
a super
Gandalf
wizard.
the badass. Really?
Yes. Yeah.
I used to be Gandalf the Grey, and now I'm Gandalf the badass. So everybody step aside. It was kind of funny when like they were taking everybody's weapons at that part, and he was like, "Oh, you wouldn't deprive an old man of his walking stick."
That was classic.
And then you
I
saw him
freaking loved it.
Well,
yes.
that was like his personality kind of coming through. It's like, "Hi, I got them," because you can see like he kind of winked at Legolas.
Yeah. Look what I did. You see what I did there?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
What is it? What is that guy's name? The little slime ball, black-haired guy.
Oh, Grima Wormtongue.
Wormtongue. Okay.
The little goth-looking dude with the
little punk.
Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure what happened is Saruman got a hold of him and was like, "Hey, let's take over. I'll let you be my right-hand man." And so he helps and places a curse on the king, and then I think Saruman promised him the young blonde.
Probably.
Was like, "Yeah, you could have her once all this is over with," and of course, she didn't want anything to do with him.
Of course not.
But yeah, they had that. The battle at Helm's Deep was a major highlight. That was.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was like the second half of the movie, basically.
Awesome. I like how they were the elf and the dwarf were keeping count.
Of course, like Legolas did his cool crap of the movie. It was like the first. It's funny because not only did the movie itself get like bigger and badder, but Legolas, the elf, actually, like in the first movie, he did that thing where they were in the mines and there was like a goblin like 2 miles away down the corridor, and he like fires an arrow and it's like and goes right in between the guy's eyes. Like, that was the cool crap that he did that movie. Well, they top it every movie. In this one, he throws that shield down on the steps and rides it like a skateboard down the steps while he's firing arrows at everybody. Awesome. And the third movie that we're going to be watching tomorrow, he does something even cooler. And it involves one of those giant elephants.
Lord. Oh my God.
Just saying.
I hate that the other elf guy died.
Yeah, that sucked because right before the battle started and the elves show up as like backup. That was awesome. God, that was awesome. Just to see them like kind of march in there with the bows and arrows and the hoods.
They were awesome.
Holy crap, like the freaking wood elves come marching in. That is great. Like that's one of the give you chills moments in the movie. And there was like a lot of parts in there that were like kind of just a touch. Like I like the part where they're all getting ready for the battle, and there's like the young boy sitting there, and he's like all freaked out, thinking he's gonna die. And like Aragorn kind of takes him to the side and like basically pumps him up, makes him feel better. They did a really good job of like paying attention to detail and like showing that part of it. It wasn't just action and adventure.
Some of those boys were really young.
Well, I mean that's kind of if they can hold a sword, it's like when you have 20,000 orcs coming at you and you've only got about 400 men. That's pretty much anybody that can swing a sword is
going to.
Yeah, gonna hold one. So, I mean, it really this movie did a really good job of like painting that picture. And I mean, it does a really good job of setting up Return of the King as well. I'm like trying to pull up and look at the chat just to make
I'm
sure we don't have
watching
anybody
the chat,
in here.
honey. I've got it.
Really late at night.
I'm watching the chat. So
If anybody's wondering, like we are doing this live, but it's also at 1:25 a.m. Friday morning on the 22nd of December. 3 days till Christmas, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, awesome. Uh, favorite part of the movie?
What's your favorite part, sir?
Hate to put you on the spot.
I know, right? Well, because there's a lot of good parts in this movie.
It is hard to
It
pick
It
just
is
one.
hard to pick.
Because I can think of a dozen parts that I really enjoy right off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
I will say probably like the most, I'll call maybe like the most breathtaking moment or whatever, is, where Saruman's talking about, taking Helm's Deep and everything, and, Wormtongue's like, oh, you'd have to have 10,000 men to do that. And, like, they walk out and it reveals the huge army that he's got.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Wormtongue actually cries when he sees it. I was like, I would too. I mean, holy crap,
Yeah.
man. Like, they walk out and it's just like freaking 20,000 orcs, like, in formation, just scattered everywhere.
Jeez.
You can, like, hear them, like, chanting and stuff. I was like, holy crap, dude. Because that was, up till that point, that's like the largest gathering of people or beings in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only topped by Return of the King. They have an awesome battle in that movie that I can't wait. It's just, everything just gets bigger and badder as you go on. How long did this movie end up being? I mean, it was over 4. It was like 4 hours, maybe just a hair more.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else to like cover really.
I mean, can you think of a favorite part?
I don't know. I really.
Just name something that you really liked. It's got to be a favorite.
I love the whole thing with the trees, especially when he realizes what happened when he walks out at the end of the forest and he gets really mad. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah, and all the ants like go after Isengard, just completely tear the place apart.
Yes.
And I love it when they're walking through there and those trees are just going smack, smack, kick.
It was.
That was
awesome.
pretty entertaining.
Like punting orcs around like they're footballs.
Yes, yeah, that's probably my favorite part.
That's great.
Wow. Amber?
Destroying somebody.
I would say, like, the return of Gandalf. That was great. And when the elves...
Oh, the actual wood scene where
Yeah.
they see him? Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
That's a pretty scene.
And when the elves show up to help, that was awesome. And that's probably it. Like, I mean, all of it was a really good movie in general.
Yeah,
If I have to pick 2 moments that are like my favorite.
that's the only bad thing is like the movie's 4 hours long and I'm sitting there trying to think like, God, I know I'm missing something.
I liked it when the king's son just showed up out of nowhere
Yeah.
and helped them.
Like that Rohan music, that like violin music that plays whenever they're on like horseback or they ride up to the city. I love that music. Like that's probably my favorite instrumental from Lord of the Rings. Like I wish I could pull it up, but I don't want to get hit with copyright. Like I would play that at the beginning of every one of our shows if I could get away with it because that music is magic. Anything else, anybody? Anybody got anything? I mean, I guess we'll kind of roll with it because.
I mean, you can't really discuss a lot on these anyway.
Yeah, I know
because they're so old.
Whew. Yeah,
And,
and I
like-
mean, it has. It's been this movie, I believe, has been 15 years now. And I'm pretty sure they came out around Christmas, didn't they? Didn't they?
Yeah,
come
they
out
were
around-
holiday movies.
Yeah.
They were holiday movies.
Holy crap, dude! Like, it was awesome.
So what would you rate this then?
10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Without even thinking. Like, this is one of those movies that's got just so much good stuff. So many good parts, and the movie's just overall excellent.
But you, 10 as well. I'd say like a 9.
Really?
Well, yeah. It's a good movie, and I wouldn't mind watching it again, but it's still really not my cup of tea.
Holy crap. Okay.
I mean, if it's not my cup of tea, it's not my cup of tea, honey.
It's interesting.
The one part I don't understand is what's his name when his 2 sons, Ned Stark.
Yeah.
I don't understand why his dad is so mean to the young one.
That's how it was back then.
It's like a classic type deal where it's just your classic, the older child or whatever, and I mean there's still families that function like that. It was really close, like in the movie Stand By Me, where Gordon, he has his older brother that died, and his parents just like completely shut down after that, and it shows when his older brother was alive, and like his parents just completely ignored him for his older brother because he was like the football star and all that stuff, and his parents just completely ignored him for his older brother, and then he basically became invisible when his brother died. And I mean, it's basically that, they, he had like his firstborn son who, was probably going to take over as steward of Gondor at some point and everything else, and he just had all these high hopes. And it didn't matter how good the younger son did. Like,
it wasn't enough.
Yeah, it's like he didn't care.
No.
And, you could see Boromir even approached his dad and was like, hey, I couldn't have done it without, Faramir's help. And he was like, screw him.
I know. Yeah, he found something to gripe about.
And if you think the way he's treated in this movie's bad, wait until Return of the King when he finds out Boromir's dead. I mean, seriously.
Oh, so his dad don't know he's dead yet.
No.
Oh, Shanapo.
No, because Faramir found out, or he assumes that Boromir's dead, and I guess Faramir's getting ready to go back to Minas Tirith and let his dad know, hey, guess what? Got some news.
Son died. I'm sorry.
Whew. But the struggle between the steward of Gondor and his second-born son that he absolutely does not care for is one of the major conflicts in the second half of Return of the King. In addition to the battles and all kinds of neat stuff. But I'm telling you, like, I'll spend the last couple of minutes of this review talking about how much I'm looking forward to Return of the King. Like, so much. God, I can't wait till tomorrow to watch this and to be able to actually talk about it. Because it puts it all together in a nice, neat little package.
And things like that make you very happy.
Oh, it is going to be amazing.
Alright, well, let's wrap this.
Yes. But yeah, 10, 10, 9. All right.
Which is higher than what I rated the other one. So
that is very true. It's just, these movies are, in my, like, I don't count each individual movie as a movie. I count this entire trilogy as one big movie.
Well, because it is.
Yeah. I mean, how they filmed it as one big movie, and then they split it into parts.
Which was probably the best way to do it. Keep everything on track.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, they did do some effects and post-production stuff and things like that.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, is easily, if not my number one movie, at least number 2. I would have to, that'll be a good video. Lonnie's top 10 movies. And then we'll have to do Amber's top 10 movies.
Sarah's.
And then Sarah's top 10 movies.
Lord.
We'll do an individual video for each one.
Sure, yes, that sounds great.
Because I've already got my list made
Oh,
up.
I know, honey. That's just me. I would have to actually work at it.
Alright, well anyway, everybody thanks for watching. Check us out. Remember, until February 17th, you can win a date with Single Sarah. HESchat.org/donate. Donate $10 before February 17th. and win a date with Sarah the Saturday of Conuga, as well as a 3-day pass and $20 to the food trucks.
So y'all could both eat.
Yes.
Yes.
And so anyway,
Yes.
that's it for our
Good night.
review, live recap of Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. We're gonna have to do tomorrow's a little earlier.
We'll try.
Yeah, and also keep in mind that depending on what we find out and about tomorrow, we may do another thrift store video, thrift store adventures, and Sarah will be part of this one.
Hey.
Tomorrow is gonna be Friday with Sarah.
I'm glad
Anyway.
you're excited.
Everybody have a good rest of the night. I'm
Friday,
Lonnie.
I'm in love. Amber. I'm Amber. It's me. What?
Who are you, Sarah? I mean,
What?
Who are you, Sarah?
anyway, it's a lost cause.
You
Single
jinxed
Sarah.
We're Untitled Nerd
Mother
Network,
of cats.
brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And this has been...
Mother of cats.
Huh?
He said she was mother of cats.
This has been the Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers Extended Edition Blu-ray review. Thanks for watching. We'll see everybody tomorrow for Return of the King and perhaps a thrift store video. Thanks for watching.